Everything necessary for life and godliness is right in front of us. Right in front of us. But it's the willingness to allow myself to be thoroughly evaluated by the penetrating eyes of the Lord that asks the question, you might pride yourself and you weren't as evil as that person in that discussion, but was there any resentment fueling their defensiveness? Or were you like... So God is after something profound in us. Why? Because we're coming to this place. There's coming up a generation that are so given to this, they're not going to spend any time licking their wounds and self-pity, wondering, when's my time coming? They're going to realize they are the blockage, and they're going to deal with it. And suddenly they're going to show up on the scene with anointings that you wished you had your whole life. And people are going to question. Christians are going to say, God, I've been a Christian 40 years. Why don't I have some of that? So it was always available to you. It was always there. And we got words of what God wants to do in this region. And we keep looking to a moment in time that has not yet arrived, but I don't want you to look at a moment in time that's not yet arrived. I want you to say, God, what is it that I'm not yet doing? What is it? What am I lying about? What am I hiding from? And that's what he says here. Listen to what he says. He says the pointing and the speaking of wickedness. And he says, it's up further in verse 7. It says, and do not hide yourself from your own flesh. Now, there's two ways to apply that. Israel had other Israelites that were, hungry and poor, and they weren't doing anything to cover them. But for us, he's saying, listen, you're hiding yourself from your own flesh by denying you're the problem. I do this. I've done this. And I've hid behind, but I wasn't the worst one in the equation. And the Lord said, but that doesn't move me, because you've asked to be an emissary of my glory. And so it doesn't matter that you weren't the worst in this conflict. You contributed. If you contribute darkness and tension and anger and hostility into a relationship, I hold you to a higher standard than anybody else. Don't stand here in front of me justifying yourself because they were worse.